Harvey TV, and I'm your girl, Lady T. So I'm going to wait a few minutes and let everybody get a chance to get in here, get their notifications going on. Just wanted to talk to y'all about, of course, the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. We're going to review the reunion, and we're going to talk about all the mess that's been going on with Kim Zolciak from last night all the way into this afternoon, y'all. Like, social media regarding Kim Zolciak has been going nuts, okay? So let's talk about that as well, okay? So let's get a little bit into this reunion, because I feel like I can go with that before anybody gets in here, because it really wasn't that much going on. I believe that parts 2 and 3 are going to be what's popping. Honestly, they're gonna give us all the shade and the drama that we need. Yes, hunty. Okay, so with that being said, part 1 of the reunion was just okay. I really liked everyone's fashions. The theme was Spain, because you know they went to Barcelona this year, so everybody had like this Mexican themed attire. Hey, talking about Real Housewives. So everybody had this real, this Mexican themed attire, and they all looked gorgeous. Now, as far as the content, again, it was kind of lackluster as far as like giving me life and giving me drama. They talked about Kenya, right? They went right to Kenya, and she admitted that her and her husband will be expecting a boy or a girl later on this year. Now, everybody had been saying that Kenya announced that she was pregnant, but did y'all catch that tea? She said we'll be having either a boy or a girl. She never said officially that she was pregnant. She said that everything is in the early stages. She didn't want to talk about it. Not to say that she's not pregnant, because I'm totally here for Kim being pregnant, y'all. Totally here for Kim being pregnant. But if she's not, obviously she's alluding to that they're going through different avenues. So, but however the case, congratulations to Kenya, whether they're going to do adoption or whether she's going to have this baby herself. I am here for it, y'all. I really am. I'm happy for Kenya. She's a Detroit native, so I can't help but to love her. And yeah, she was doing the most when she first got on the show, but I've grown to really like her. Even this season, even when I kind of wanted to go in on her in that Houston situation, because I think she came in there doing the most. But all in all, this season, Kenya has not bothered me, so I'm happy for her. Okay, so then they move on to Sheree. And, not Sheree, I'm sorry. We're going to talk about Portia and Kandi. This is going to exhaust me, guys. I'm so exhausted with this whole situation with Kandi and Portia. I want it to be dead and stinking. I really didn't want it to be brought up during this freaking reunion. And yes, I already know it's been brought up throughout the whole season, but I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. Okay, so they go back to this never-ending beef, and basically Kandi wants Portia to understand that you really could have damaged my career, my reputation, all that by saying that I wanted to drug you. Particularly now, because it seems like everybody's a part of this Me Too movement, and everybody's getting thrown with sexual harassment lawsuits. I get it. So I get where Kandi's anguish was coming from, because Portia really caused some damage. And then the fact that, again, what I've said on countless videos, they were real friends. Like, Kandi has put so many people on, and they just want to sit up here and just do some grimy stuff to her all the time, and then people want to be mad when Kandi get emotional, when Kandi want to be quote-unquote petty. Well, to me, she has every right to be freaking petty, and I'm getting to that, because we're going to talk about Kim Zolciak, who, again, I would tell y'all this, Anybody can say whatever they want about Kandi because Kandi can be petty, and at times she can come off as a crybaby. Even though I like Kandi, I've always liked Kandi, but I understand how some people go in on her. So they can say what they want to say about her because my opinion is my opinion, their opinion is their opinion. But when it comes to, in this case, when I talk about Kim Zolciak, you'll understand why I say she needs to shut the fuck up. Okay? But anyway, back to Porsha and Kandi. So she feels like she needs to, own what she did and how she really could have ruined her reputation. And like Porsha said, I pulled you to the side. I said on national TV, even when cameras weren't rolling, I apologized to you. We hugged it out, but I gave you your space because I understood that it was going to take time. And we got back together to film. I thought that we could kind of move on, not necessarily be BFS, but start the healing process. And you was just being shady and mean and petty to me, so I'm done apologizing. And I'm definitely not going to apologize to everybody because I didn't wrong everybody. And on that aspect, I get what Porsha was saying, okay? I really do. But, Porsha, you got to own up to the fact that you, in all honesty, yes, you were like, well, Phaedra's my friend, and why would I think that she would lie on Kandi that tough when they were friends too? Like, basically her whole defense is, me and Porsha were tight, so I don't think she would put me in that position to basically repeat a lie that she know wasn't true. And by her having this past relationship with Kandi, hell, she should know what Kandi's into. Okay. But Porsha, you're not that dumb as everybody keeps saying. You're not that dumb. On the strength of that you and Kandi were friends and that Kandi has put you onto plays, wrote you a song called Flatline, like was there for you when you drug Kenya. Her and Nene was the main ones making sure that you didn't get fired. You should have been like, you know what, me and Kandi might not be in the best place right now, but I know she wouldn't do this, so there's no need for me to even repeat this. Or even if you did repeat it off camera. Once you repeat it on camera, it was fair game for Kandi to repeat it as well. A lot of people want to be like, well, Kandi kept it going because she repeated to everybody else. Well, Porsha had already started it when she repeated on camera in the first place. So, yeah, I see both of their points. I just want it to be over. So, now, then Marlo comes in, and again, you already know, she always has to talk shit. She never can just be cool. Marlo's job is to just come on and just stir the pot. Sheree's supposed to be the bone collector, but to be honest, Marlo is the better bone collector because she gets that junk popping, too popping if you ask me, because she come in there and gets stuff like she puts 20 on 10 when she comes in there. Because honestly, if we going back to the whole Porsha and Kandi thing, it was Marlo who brought it up when everybody was having a good time about Kandi. Are you a lesbian? And it was, who said that? Who said that? Yeah, and Porsha was the main one, like, who said that? And then from there, it spiraled to Kandi having to tell everybody that Porsha told everybody that she wanted to drug and rape her. So we all know that Marlo is there to get stuff started. We already know. She's there to bring the drama, okay? But this whole thing with her going in on Kenya, it's like, come on. Marlo, you do too much. And I agree with what Kenya said. Any hope of y'all having some type of friendship? Because initially it was just, okay, me and Marlo are friends. We kind of not seeing eye to eye right now. But when you cross the line and start talking about, oh, this is why your mother doesn't speak to you or doesn't want anything to do with you, knowing the history, knowing that she has repeatedly poured her heart out to you guys, that was wrong. So I was here from when Kenya got back at you and read you for filth, okay? And told you, and basically told you, you know, don't come for my beauty, honey. Don't, and you can't. We can all talk about Kenya's skin, but we cannot deny that this woman is beautiful, okay? So, I mean, again, nothing really happened on the reunion to me. That was just the parts that stuck out to me and anything that I want to talk about. But what I'm really here for is this whole thing that has been going on since last night. Now, after the reunion, y'all, Kim went on social media after the reunion. Kim went on social media because they played the clip of next week's episode where Kandi called her a fan, okay? She was like, well, I don't think a fan would keep, you know, being invited back and blah, 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 blah. Hi, Natasha. Okay, so she was like, I don't think a fan will keep getting invited back and blah, blah, blah. And so Kandi was like, well, no, you are a fan. You continually watch us, and when you came back, the first thing you did was bring up stuff from past seasons that you weren't even a part of. So you are a fan. That's just what you are. And so after that, Kim went on and was talking about how could I be a fan of somebody born who had 3 failed spinoffs. And I was like, look, again, anybody can say whatever they want to say about Kandi, because I understand everybody has their opinion. I personally like Kandi. I personally think that she's a boss. I personally think that you cannot take away that she's been in this business since she was 14 years old. Literally 14 years old, and has made a name for herself no matter what has. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay. Y'all still there? Y'all still there? Sorry, we got disconnected. So, even when the industry seemed like they were shutting the doors on Kandi after her group broke up, she reinvented herself and became not only a solo artist, but one of the most sought after songwriters in the early 2000s. Like, check her catalog, okay? Let's just be real. And then, not only did she do that, she reinvented herself to one of the most well-known reality stars out here. And she reinvented herself with her group Escape on a major tour that was very successful, and a successful limited docuseries with Still Kicking It. Let's not get it twisted. Still Kicking It brought better ratings than the first 4 episodes of Real Housewives. Catch that tea. Catch that tea. Why Kim wanted to talk. So I was glad when Kim wanted to come for her and her quote-unquote failed shows that Kandi went back and was like, no, bitch. No. Check my stats. You know, she reposted the view, you know, the ratings for Still Kicking It, Kandi's ski trip, Kandi's wedding special. Now, she didn't post the ratings for the Kandi Factory, but I don't know if she forgot about the Kandi Factory or the ratings weren't really that good. But again, even if the ratings weren't that good, that was her first spinoff. Ever since then, she's been killing the game, okay? And she's got the numbers to prove that. And yes, I do think it's petty, but Kim starts this stuff. We cannot deny that Kim came to film every scene drunk and to start crap and then leave. You know, she wanted to talk about people so tough and then just leave and think that wasn't nobody gonna have nothing to say about her. Come on, no, bye. Okay, that's not going to happen. So, anyway, then while all this is going on, while they going back and forth, Marlon Wayans posted a picture of Kim Zolciak and said, no, we're not a production of White Chicks 2. The fuck? Yes, Kim is straight drama. Yes, she is. That's my point. That's why I'm like, when it comes to Kim, she needs to shut the fuck up. Anybody can say whatever they want to say about Kandi. Okay, because on this channel, everybody has an opinion and a right to that opinion. Just like I have a right to come on here on camera and say how I feel. And I personally like Kandi because I respect what she has done. And I really respect her attitude. She's just not here for the BS. And you're not going to keep doing things to her when she's done nothing but be good to you. And I think that's the problem too. People expect her to keep turning the other cheek when she's been good to people and they don't do nothing but do bad. Or, just basically betray her. That's all. That's the only word I could even say. Betray her. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Okay. So, I know Kandi can be petty. But again, the people that she's petty towards are people that she has been down for. Like I said earlier in the video, Portia. Portia wanted to act like, oh my God, Phaedra is one of my closest friends. And, she knew Kandi before I knew her. So if she said that Kandi wanted to drug me, to rape me, then who am I to dispute it? Well, because she was the one that her and Nene was the ones that championed for you not to get kicked out the show, okay? Not to lose your job, okay? She's the one who gave you a career on her play and wrote you a song. Okay, so let's not forget that. Same thing, everybody want to talk about it took her 20 years to forgive her group members from Escape. They were cool. They actually were kind of cordial up until Tamika Scott went on there and said that Kandi liked to sleep around and all that stuff, okay? Because even Tamika said that they were at Riley's baby shower. So that was way after they broke up. Catch that tea. Like, people need to put these facts together before they speak sometimes, even though I do get it. Because if you don't know the facts, I get why some people don't be feeling Kandi sometimes. So, yeah. But when you in 2006, after I think we might not be the best, but we cool, we all right. And you say that I love to sleep around and I'm the reason why we broke up, I don't got no raps for you. I don't. So, I don't have nothing for you. And this thing about Kim, shut the fuck up again, because you can't say anything. And this note, I'm going to go all the way in for Kandi, because out of all the things that I named, she's done a lot for these people that I just named. But Kim Zolciak, she has a long list of stuff that she's done for you. Okay? Now, let's start on the fact that wasn't nobody really featuring you when she first came on the show. Everybody was telling her to stay away from you. Kim Trouble. She shiesty. Don't deal with her. Kim being not Kim, sorry y'all, these K's. Kandi being the person that she was like, well, I want to get to know the person myself. Y'all got y'all issues with her, but her issues are not my issues. So I'm going to get to know her myself. Remember short-haired Kandi? I miss short-haired Kandi. So anyway, she gets to know her. They become cool. They become like this. Not even cool, but like this. And yes, Kim and Nene joked around with it. Don't be tardy for the party. Everybody's like, oh, but she was already trying to do that with Nene. Yes, but Dallas Austin was going to work with her, but he couldn't because she had no talent, okay? She had no talent. Absolutely no talent. So, she put it on the back burner. But Kim, low-key, wanted to be a one-hit wonder. And Kandi believed in her. They became cool. Kandi believed in her so tough, she said, you know what? Give me the song. Let me tweak it. Let me fix it. And I got you. So, even in the studio. Hold on, y'all. I see the comments. I'm about to come over there. Give me a second. So, she said, let me tweak it and all that. Even in the studio, Kim couldn't sing a lick. Kandi literally had to go into the studio and record her own voice and then dub it on auto-tune. And that's what we got. Catch that, see. That's not even Kim's full voice. Every freaking time any of these lame people who watch Kim's tired show listens to that opener, you're listening to Kandi freaking Burruss. Catch that tea. Stop it. Stop it. I'm over it. So, while she comes out, she's boring and all that. She wasn't that boring when she got you a #1 dance track, huh? She wasn't that boring. So, shut up. And so, she does all that. And it becomes this big old hit. Okay. Kim makes all this money. The shows and everything. And all these, LGBT clubs. Okay. Making money for appearances. Making money off the track when it's paid. Stop it. Making all this freaking money. Didn't give Kandi nothing of what she deserved. People was all in Kandi's ear talking about, oh my God, you're letting her get away with this. You're letting her get away with this. You're letting her get away with this. Don't let her get away with this. Don't let her get away with this. All in her ear. So Kandi at the time was like, okay, let me go ahead and bring this in. I thought we were friends. I thought we can get this together but amongst ourselves. But since we can't, we got to go to court. So they went to court. And I forgot how that got settled. But I know Kim ended up winning. I don't know how. Probably because Kandi and Phaedra were still like this. And she hired Phaedra to be her attorney. And Phaedra haven't won a case since Bobby Brown. Okay. And I don't even think she won that case. I think it was like she knew the judge and kind of did some back end stuff. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So she does all that. And Kandi never gets the money that she's just due. You sitting around here naming your wedding special, Don't Be Tardy for the Wedding. Your quote-unquote successful spinoff is named Don't Be Tardy. Like, your whole brand is centered around this song that Kandi helped you with. Okay? And even then, because you had looked out for Kandi when she had lost AJ, rest in peace AJ, and she was depressed and down and out, and you did help her, she didn't really go in on you then. When everybody was telling her, don't trust her, take her to court, get your money, get your bag, she making money off you, she's a user, all that stuff. Kandi was real timid, almost like that Mama Joyce timid that she gets when it came to you. Because in that sense, she was loyal. Like, she looked out for me, and I'm not going to forget that. Okay. While everybody was going in on Kandi, I respected that because I'm a loyal person. I got it. So, now we fast forward to this shit, and you calling Kandi a fan, and you calling her boring. I'm like, bitch, you wouldn't even be relevant if it wasn't for her. So she wasn't that boring when she helped you with that song. She wasn't that boring when, she made the song viable because you didn't even have talent. So she not only reworked the song, but she had to even rework your freaking voice, okay? And you build your whole brand, like I said, around this song. She wasn't too boring for that, okay? So shut up. You can never really come for Kandi or say anything about Kandi. You need to shut up. You need to, as they say, sit down and be humble. Okay? I'm over it. I'm so over it. Like, where did you get off? And I'm so glad Kandi went in on you. Okay? Everybody. Kim, you have nothing outside of your quote-unquote own show. And you begging for camera time on Real Housewives of Atlanta so you can supplement your income. I mean, I know that's like a second job. You got to do like all us regular folks. Except you doing it via reality TV style. What else do you got going on? Kandi got plenty going on. She got Bedroom Kandi. She got Tax Boutique. She got Old Lady Gang. She back with Escape. Actually, she's going to be performing with them at the Essence Fest. Doing some other shows with them this summer. Then she's going back to her highest rated Real Housewives franchise back in the fall after she gets done doing shows with her group. What you got going on when you're not filming? Obviously nothing, because you had time to go over there and film at Real Housewives. You know, and I'm not even hating on you on that, because do what you do. I'm all for getting the extra bag. That's what I'm saying. That's what Kandi was doing, getting an extra bag. That's all she was doing, getting an extra bag. And that's why, like she said, I can't do what you do. I'm too busy. I can't have a full show because I'm already on a top rated show that pays me $1 million plus, where you're probably getting paid $500,000 for your quote unquote own show. You know, she's busy. She's booked and busy. Okay, so I'm just like over everything. Hold on, let me look at this. Yep, I'm over Kim. I'm over all the drama. I don't understand. And then, so after all this, they're going back and forth, right, guys? And like I said, Marlon Wayans put on his Instagram post a picture of Kim Zolciak and was like, oh, no, we're not in production of White Girls 2. The fuck? So she's like, oh, wow, I was a huge fan of yours and my kids love you. This hurts. Okay. But you the main one. Hey, y'all. Hey, come join this conversation. We talking about Kim Zolciak and how I'm tired of her. So, what hurts? Your face? Your lips? What hurts? I don't know. I'm still kind of curious of what hurts. Because your feelings can't be hurt. Because if your feelings were hurt, then you would think before you sit there and accuse people of being on drugs. Like how you accuse Nene of being on drugs. How you alluded to the fact that Kandi wanted to eat your box. Yeah, that. And then, you know how you always like to come in there and just start mess. Every single time. I understand it's reality TV. I get that. But every time, all you did was come in there with your red cup and just talk shit. Don't nobody got time for that. And then you wonder why people don't want to be bothered with you. And you wonder why people go in on you. And then you want to go to Marlon Wayans, try to get people to feel sorry for you. Talking about, my kids love you. And I was one of your biggest fans. This hurts. Girl, bye. Don't nobody care. You come for people all the time. So now you mad at a joke, and your lips do look horrible. You do look like a blowfish, okay? I'm sorry, you do. I look at old pictures of you, and you're unrecognizable. I just can't. So stop it. So anyway, then Corey comes in, and he's obviously butthurt because he comes in and is like, I hope to God no one comes and speaks on your daughter's appearance like you did, you know, like you did her, and grow up, dude. I'm like, first of all, that correlation don't even make sense, because he didn't come after any of your children, okay? He didn't come after your little girl. Then you could associate that with somebody coming after his daughter. What you should have said, but I guess that didn't compute, is that, oh, anybody, you know, I would hate for anybody to come after somebody that you're involved with, that you love, you know. Or, shoot, if Marlon Wayans doesn't have a wife, I would have went all the way in and said, oh, I would hate for somebody to come after your wife's appearance. Oops, sorry, you don't have one. But no, you're going to say something stupid like, oh, I hate for somebody to come after your daughter. Like, that didn't even make sense, Corey. Corey, that was a weak clapback. Like, stick to driving Kim around, okay? Stick to being Kim's personal Uber, because that was a weak clapback. So, y'all, I'm like totally done. I just wanted to come in here and talk about this Kim nonsense. It just was really stupid. Like, she had the nerve to come for Kandi. Again, I don't care who comes for Kandi, because y'all opinions, my opinion. I happen to like her. But I definitely was going to come in on this Kim stuff, because she's done way too much for Kim for her to come at Kandi like that. Kandi don't even come for Kim like that, for the simple fact that she shows respect to the fact that Kim was there for her when she lost AJ. Like, as you notice, everybody's like, oh, Kandi give Kim all these passes because she tries to give her the benefit of the doubt. Even though after that whole thing with them going back and forth to court with the whole tardy for the party thing, she didn't talk to her no more really. But, she never really said nothing bad about her. She was the one that let her know, hey, I don't got no beef when they all was at Sheree's housewarming party. She tries to be respectful. Kim wants to keep throwing jabs at Kandi, and Kandi had no choice but to gather that ass. And I'm glad she did. So I'm going to get ready and to go to work. Just want to check in. Hey, y'all, what y'all think about all this stuff with Real Housewives? And then what happened with this thing with Kim and Kandi going back and forth? Let me know what y'all think before I leave. Write down in the comments real quick. I think it's ridiculous. All right. Well, I am about to leave. I have to get ready for work. But until next time, y'all, peace and love.